Sergio Perez passed pole sitter Charles Leclerc to win the first sprint of the 2023 season at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Having taken pole in F1's first ever sprint shootout qualifying session earlier on Saturday, Ferrari's Leclerc, who also starts Sunday's full-length race on pole, was unable to hold off the pace of Red Bull's Perez in the 17-lap contest at Baku. Leclerc narrowly held off the Red Bull, with Max Verstappen for the second after the World Championship leader suffered damage following a first-lap collision with Mercedes' George Russell, who ended up in fourth. Carlos Sainz was fifth Ferrari, while Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso passed Lewis Hamilton to take sixth at the safety car restart caused by Yuki Tsunoda losing a tyre. Aston Martin's teammate Alonso's teammate, at Aston Martin, Lance Stroll, took the final point available in eighth after recovering from dropping down to 10th on the opening lap. Red Bull's apparent long run advantage suggests Leclerc faces a tough task to keep them behind on tomorrow after the pole position he earned on Friday. Verstappen will start alongside Leclerc on the front row on Sunday, while sprint winner Perez will start in third. But probably the main talking point from the sprint was Verstappen, who's been outspoken in his criticism of the new format, debuting in Azerbaijan, quickly disproving his own suggestion that drivers would be unwilling to take risks in a 100km Saturday contest that offers less points than Sunday's race. As Leclerc got away cleanly to lead Perez into the first corner, Verstappen came under immediate pressure from Russell, and a thrilling battle ensued through the opening corners. With the pair going wheel to wheel, Russell locked in up going into turn 2 and went into the side of Verstappen before eventually passing at turn 3. The side of Verstappen's car was left with a hole of it, and the Dutchman fumed over the team radio. Did he really drive into the side? I don't understand how he can keep the position, and he is damaging my car. Verstappen would continue to complain over the radio for several laps and then confronted Russell at the end before the pair criticised each other while speaking to media. Behind them, and potentially as a result of the debut from their collision, Tsunoda suffered damage to his right rear tyre and then lost it, causing a VSC, and limped back to the pits, but was then released back on track by AlphaTauri mechanics, only for it to become clear there was significant damage which forced him to retire and lead to an investigation as to why he was sent it back out. A full safety car was required to clear the debut, which was done and by the end of lap 6. Leclerc controlled the restart, but behind him Perez was behind. Russell was exposed and immediately overtaken by Verstappen, which led to Hamilton attempting to pass Sainz, ending up losing place to Alonso. But Perez cruised to victory after staying within a second of Leclerc following a restart, and once DRS was enabled, it was an easy pass. Leclerc managed to stay within a second for several laps, but eventually his focus would switch to closing Verstappen behind him. The Dutchman got within DRS range on the final lap, but Leclerc had just enough life in the tyres to hang on. Verstappen's victory further enhances the Mexican's reputation at street circuits and adds another honour to 4 podiums he previously secured at Baku. The result sees Verstappen, who is seeking his third successive World Championship, have his lead over Perez at the top of the standings, down to 13 points. With Leclerc ending Red Bull's run of pole positions at each of the first 3 races of the season, the reigning Constructors' Champions will go into the race confident in maintaining their perfect records on Saturdays. It confirms a little bit what we thought. Leclerc said the Red Bull still have the upper hand in the race. We again must not forget how far we came from the last few races. We did a step forward. We're still not want to be, but we're doing the best possible. We will try and go for the win tomorrow, but though it seems Red Bull are quicker. And in the UK, the race starts at 12 p.m. UK time. Before I go, let me run you through the classification. Perez winning, hugely impressive drive from him today, dominant really. That'll give him a lot of confidence. Leclerc in second, good job from him as well to hold off Verstappen, who obviously had a damaged car. Verstappen, I don't know, maybe he should have just been a bit more cautious on the first lap, but who knows. Russell in fourth, highly impressive job from him, especially because in qualifying it seemed like he was behind Hamilton and then pulled out a lap at the end. Sainz in fifth, he's just still really not gelling with that car, and that will be disappointing for him. Alonso in sixth, kind of got lucky with Sainz squeezing Hamilton off the road, good result for him, I think. You'd say Hamilton 7th will probably be disappointed, but it's only a sprint and he's got good opportunities to make up for it, starting 5th in the Grand Prix tomorrow. Stroll in 8th, just doing what the Aston Martin should do in 8th really. Albon in 9th, gutted for him to miss out on points because he's driven so well, but Piastri in 10th, good performance from him as well. But just from down there, it's just the top 14 to get the points, which kind of is a limitation of this format. Magnussen in 11th, Yeah, good job from him, you'd have to say. Outperformed Hulkenberg quite comfortably. So yeah, he'll be pleased with that. And then you've got Joe, Gasly, and De Vries. Yeah, Joe and Gasly, or Joe especially, outperformed Bottas once again. And Gasly, yeah, it's just been a horrid weekend for Alpine. Just don't seem to have great pace at all. De Vries in 14th. Some suggestions he may have been involved with an incident Tsunoda, which kind of wiped him out. Yeah, which will be disappointing for Hulkenberg. Just not a great day. Not great pace. Bottas in 16th and Norris in 17th. I think they were kind of struggled with the soft tyres. Ocon a bit of a nightmare sprint weekend for him. And yeah, another one who took the gamble on the softs and it didn't pay out. And then you got Tsunoda out. Second crash this weekend, which will be disappointing, but starting in a good position for tomorrow at least. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe, and also comment down below. If you want to show for daily F1 news and subscribe for channels, we greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.